final days of humanity on Earth must have been a special sort of hell for hopeful scientists.
Yeah. Makes you wonder, did that rocket up there not leave because they ran out of atmosphere for the oxygen for the rocket to burn in? Did it need oxygen from the air? Granted, you'd think it'd have its own fuel tanks, but because it's got to operate in space as well, but just a curious thought. Yeah, I know my constant looking at everything is getting boring, but you don't have to make it so obvious. Come on then, Barrett. I know, I could just use a scanner and try and follow whatever it's picking up, but no. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned ways with our eyes. Let's see what we can find. I mean, why is it telling me to go that way? Information about the Martian sample. Yes. Have we walked past something? Probably. Ooh, I don't think we can get out this way. But I bet that's where we're going. The scanner's found another way through the tunnels and everything else that's collapsed. Right, let's trust it a little bit then. It is scanning everything for us. Searching for other ways round. Is there a door or a hole in the wall or something like that down these parts? That way, yeah, but how to get there? Is that a door? Secret door? No. Interesting. Gotta be a way of getting there somehow. Is there a secret door in here? Do we have to crawl through the muck and the dirt? Come on. Now it's saying come this way and then it just stops. Did we walk past something? Did we walk past a door or a switch? Oh, that's the... Did we miss something? No, I think it does want us to go this way, doesn't it? Ooh! It picked up this data pad. See? Should have listened to the scanner. It detected the electrical signals on this data pad.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Interesting. Okay. Let's check there's not any more important diary information like left next to the shitter. A toy rocket. I would worry if it was that bad. Okay, let's go this way this time and hope we're going to find what we need. I still think it's in there, but the question is, how do I get in there? Yeah, in there if you're asking me, but how do we get in there? That is the big question. Find information about the prototype grav drive. So we're looking for more diaries and fancy doors and things like that. Oh! That might be our way in. Didn't look up. Alright. Aha! I'm an idiot. Come on, Barrett, let's look. See, that's a door that was sealed. Gotta keep an eye out for data pads that have ended up just strewn about the place. Okay, so this one opens. That's got a power switch. My pressure tanks. The only thing I worry about is putting too many of these power switches in. Okay. Well, we did pick up some spares, so... oh, we didn't need one. It's already got enough power coming down here. We just needed to turn on the switch. Right. Barrett. Oh, you're there. Call me paranoid, but why do I keep believing that we are going to bump into somebody down here, even though we should never find another human being ever? Ever? Ever, other than the ones who came in with us. Now be careful where you step. Okay. Right, this is getting a bit funkily awkward. Hope we don't do this so much that we get ourselves trapped. That doesn't... Why? What did I literally just say? I feel like we're going to find something down here. What are we gonna find? Mutate. Why does that look like I could? Because I can. What about that one? Explorer space helmet. Well, I'll take that. Oh, and a NASA coffee mug. Is that a bed? Oh no. Thought someone had set themselves up a bed. Get out of work. Yeah, the atmosphere is disappearing, but we still got the opportunity to sneak a quick nap while our mates are doing their work. Unlock novice. It's mostly just been thingies down here, but I'm still going to go in there and find out.
Aha! Open! The suspense is killing me.
And when I say thingies, I mean materials, yeah. Mostly just been materials down here. But I was still going to come in here and check. battery. I'll take that because that's hinting at power. And well, not a lot of it down here, is there? Speaking of what, there's one, so I bet we're going to need another door opening somewhere. That one's locked, and that's an advanced lock, is it? Is there anything in there? Potentially, but I reckon it's not where we're going. Alright, we'll pick up these and look for anything useful. And then we will, I don't know, power required, so that's where we're going. Robotics. That's one of the places we're going. Power receptacle. Something's... Oh, a digipick, an old... oh, a NASA snow globe. Whoa, look at how old this one is. Didn't update. Is that got... Are they floppies? They used to have these things called floppy disks. They barely held any data whatsoever, but they kept using them because it was safe and secure during the Cold War years and things like that. You couldn't hack it from the internet because it just wouldn't work with the internet. Oh dear. And here we are now going to war and blowing ourselves up in spaceships instead. And a painting. I think I picked up all the power units that are knocking about. Right, let's go open that door and then we'll open up the powered door. Let's see if there's anything other than, well, building materials in here. Well, there's more power cells and a digipick. Is it wrong that I think that NASA made... Oh, that might be handy. We're definitely going to need that. Is it wrong that I think that the fact that NASA's rammed full of, like, digipicks and things is a bad sign? Quite a secure area, and they've got things for hacking into things. You know what you're thinking? That water I just picked up is probably a couple of 100 years old. But... the water doesn't go off, it's the packaging. Water's water. Yes. Years and years and years ago when our plastic... what should I say? Our ability to make plastics that rotted slowly wasn't as good. We used to have best befores on water because we had to tell people how long it would be until the plastic rotted. Well, that was loud. Come on, Barrett. Still paranoid, you know. Gonna find somebody down here. Although this is robotics, let's just find robots. Get security guards, isn't it? I need to drink my water. Another digipick. And another digipick. Could have broken into half a new Atlantis in here. Alright. I know you're thinking I'm paranoid, Barrett, but we're in robotics and we haven't bumped into anything dangerous yet. And it's an unwritten rule of my universe that there are dangerous things knocking about, waiting to kill me. What the? Ooh, interesting. Can I squeeze through that gap? Apparently not. Damn it. What was the point in jumping through then? Anybody else? They got a lot of pressurized stuff down here, as well as all the materials for building things. I mean, is it any surprise that they've got building materials at NASA? Warning, authorized personnel only. Yep, told you. It's been too peaceful for too long.
Whoa!
Hey, Barrett. How you doing?
You aren't ready for this, but I am.
I am taking damage.
Sorry, but
Damage registered.
right, this is doing my treeing. Let's use that and come here.
Never a dull moment here.
Catastrophic damage.
Right, where's the next one? Stay down. Keep it busy.
Oh, bad choice.
Right. And any more? Are we done? Can I rest now? Come out, wherever you are. Oh, there you are. Right in front of me. Is that it? Are we done? Told you. It was too peaceful. Too easy. And then when I saw robotics, I thought, yep, there won't be people down here, but there'll be robots. I'll take the ammo. Sorry, Vasco's long-lost granddad. I think. Okay. Anything else, actually? Might be going through there if you ask me. Let's double check the rest of the area. Make sure there's no other robots for a start. And pick up emergency turret control. Well, that's a bit late. What was my other option? Run through the room as quick as possible. That only works if you know where it is you're running to. Right, well that's turned on. Probably just beamed all the aliens in. Really? Fine.
Perfect.
Yes, it was. Right. And out we come. Anything else in here? It's crazy to think that a lot of this base was probably on the surface at one point. And it's just because of all the sedimentary dust landing on top of it, with the Earth losing its atmosphere, that we're now this far underground. Also shows you just how heavy all that dust is, considering half of this stuff ended up collapsing. And then there's like any, tectonic activity added on top of that, which will affect the weight of the weight of the ship parts, the sedimentary rock and everything else. Can you see anything? I can't. Right, let's go. Probably got more robots, haven't we, though? Right, anything in here? Not yet. What is this emissary Sarah sending us to find? I mean, it sounds like it's an artifact. And if it is an artifact, and you need all of the artifacts, then somebody's always got to come here in every universe, haven't they? What happens when they finally find a universe where the cave-in has covered it and they can't get to it? Do they stay trapped in that universe? Interesting. Do they dig it out?
Imagine if they hadn't been able to convince people to invest this much. I wonder if humanity would still be here.
Oh, we can be quite determined once we know we're gonna die if we don't do something. You know. It's the it's the over-egged, not very serious warnings that make people not believe them. If you're gonna say this is gonna happen, be realistic with what you're saying this is gonna happen and how long it's gonna take. You know, if you say the world might end in 1,000,000 years and it's slowly changing naturally thanks to its own magnetic sphere and the effects of its own star and its tectonic activity and any comet or celestial impacts, they're less likely to say, oh, we should do something about that. It's only 1,000,000 years away. If you say, actually, there's a comet coming, we've spotted it, it's coming in 20 years, it'll wipe out all life on the planet, we best build a base on the moon so that we can store all of our knowledge and then bring it back down after the damage is done, people will do it. Because it's far more likely to hit them in the fields because they know it would be their children that were stuck with that problem, not someone so distantly related they don't care. Okay, I think that computer we just went past is probably what we want next. So does our scanner. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what is written on this then. Security procedures. Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. These are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards and notebooks are to be checked on exit from the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it. Okay. Access station logs. Error archives damaged. Running system recovery. Partial archives retrieved. Okay. So if the archives are damaged, the archives for this computer or the archives for the whole base? And each computer's partially recovering something else. In April the 14th, 2138.
Project Log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Against fold. Doesn't have subject. What was it? The prototype works. We don't need the original anymore. That's the important bit there. The original. So they found what? They found a grav drive, an alien grav drive, did they? Or an old human grav drive? What's going on? Did someone go back in time? Did aliens invent the grav drives? Did we invent the grav drives before the Ice Age? Let's go.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the grav drive tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives. Expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Okay. I've just had a very scary thought, and it's probably wrong, but they were messing with gravitational drives on Earth. Did that mess with the Earth's gravity long enough for us to lose our atmosphere, and that's why everything started seeping out? Did we do it to ourselves? They flipped the polarity of the Earth's gravity just long enough to start a chain reaction where the atmosphere started seeping out, like popping a balloon, but popping it slowly. You know, like when you put a piece of that plastic sticky sellotape gear on the balloon and you can stick a needle through the balloon. And the balloon doesn't pop because the sellotape holds it together. No, I'm not making any sense to you, am I? It's a neat party trick for kids' birthdays, though. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the...
The artifact isn't far now. But look at all this stuff. Simply astounding.
Yeah. Oh, another locked door. Fine. We'll check this and then we'll go find out where it is.
You're done?
Yep.
Impressive.
Yeah, I'm getting relatively fast at that. Explorer spacesuit? Yeah, we'll take that because, well, that's interesting. And there's a safe in here as well. Any more notepads though? Emergency cuttable wall. Oh. A cuttable wall. Just, don't stand there. Barrett, come out of the way. Thank you. Whoa, ho, ho, yeah, we'll go back in there in a minute. So that's another way of getting in there. Okay. Funky. Yeah, before we do that, I want to look in that safe. If anywhere's going to have something unique, it's got to be this, surely. Right. Nice. Look at this thing. Berserker modified Old Earth Assault Rifle. Berserker. Does more damage the less armor one has. Got a suppressor on it. And their version of vacuum tape. Haha. Doesn't do much damage, but it's a museum piece, isn't it? Let's be honest. Right, so we snuck through this side. Right, Barrett, get ready. Floaty time again. Yeah. So what, is this the prototype grav drive we're looking at right here? Is this what messed up our planet? What did you pick? Why not? Anything else? Is this the other way in we didn't use? Let me guess, locked. Of course it's locked. NASA maintenance key. So this was the way we would have come down if you ask me. Anything else in here? Yeah, there's that entrance. So yeah, we're just doubling back on ourselves at this point. Checking things we don't need to check. But we're being thorough. Because that's what we've got to do. We're explorers, Barrett. Is there anything in here? Okay. Victor Ayers. Nice name badge. NASA maintenance key. Yeah, we'll take that. Release the artifact. Requires the maintenance key, I'm assuming. Alright. That's it. Yeah, back to yon man's computer. Let's see if he wrote anything else or we can access anything else. Ooh, what's that? Notepad. Right. Just Nova. No, not Nova. NASA research computer. The prototype drive. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab. Access the station logs. Error! Yes, again. February the 12th, August the 21st, 22nd, and September the 8th. Well, let's start at the beginning of the, well, there's an 11-year gap between the first three and the last one. Fine. 12, 21, 48. 48, 49.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter. You want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
Lying. August the 21st, 2149. To Judith Tatian, Victor Ayers Lan Zhu. As requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. Lovely. I feel like I'm going to be proved right here. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core, and may be affecting the core itself, given the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. Lovely. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space, to see into Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes of Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash onto and into the shore of the Earth, with devastating consequences. Dr. Luke Andrews, chief scientist. I was right. They were fannying about making gravity drives, and in the process they screwed up our own Earth's gravity. Even if it was only temporarily, but that temporarily was enough to let the atmosphere start sputtering out. Idiots. 22nd, the day after.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could have hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
Yep. Humanity. We have become deaf, the destroyer of worlds.